Good morning and good evening, friends. Welcome back to my channel Coding Environment. This video will be the continuation of the last video where I tried to explain what is Liskov substitution principle. This video will be the part of the series where I have tried to explain what is solid design principle in any object-oriented programming language like Java. So, if you have not watched that previous three videos, which is single responsibility principle, open and closed principle, Liskov substitution principle, then please go and watch those three videos first and then you can come back to this interface segregation principle. So, in this video, we are going to cover what is interface segregation principle. So, the layout or the topics I am going to cover in this videos are: what is interface segregation principle? What is the intent of the interface segregation principle? And followed by a code example. So let's see what is interface segregation principle in any object-oriented programming. So in solid design principle in any object-oriented programming like Java, I represents this interface segregation principle. What does it states? The interface segregation principle states that the client should not be forced to depend on interface which they do not use, or we should not provide extra default method in the interface in which the client is not interested. So, what is the intent of the interface segregation principle? Similar to the single responsibility principle, the goal of the interface segregation principle is to reduce the side effect when the frequency of required changes by splitting the software into multiple independent parts. It means that we should not change the code which is already written and tested by splitting the code into multiple independent parts, so that when we are going to change one code, it should not affect the other part of the code. So, what is the thumb rule of the interface segregation principle? The first thumb rule of the interface segregation principle is don't depend on the interface which we don't need it. If the interface is containing some extra methods which we are not required, those interfaces are called polluted or fat interfaces. What are the side effects of violating the interface segregation principle? The first and foremost side effect of violating the interface segregation principle is client developers are confused by methods which they don't use. Maintenance becomes harder because of the side effect. A change in the interface forces us to change the classes that don't implement that interface. Let's try to understand this interface segregation principle followed by a code example. Now let's try to understand this interface segregation principle using a code example. Now for the sake of the time, I have already created the interface and its implementation classes. For this example, I have taken one interface called order service. And you can see it has three methods, which is order burger, order fries, or order combo. The implementation class for this interface is burger order service, fries order service, and order combo service. Now suppose this application has been given to a company and there is three different teams which is handling this application. Now one team is handling the burger order, the other team is handling the fries order, and the other team is handling the order combo service order. Now suppose if we are giving a single interface for all the other teams, what the other teams have to do is the team which is creating that burger order service, he has to just implement this order burger method, and these two methods will be the unsupported method. Now suppose the team which is handling the burger order service has to implement only order burger method. These two methods, which is order fries method and order combo method, will not be interested to this team, and they have to throw an exception saying we are not supporting these two methods. Similarly, for the fries order team, this order burger and the order combo service will not be applicable, and they also again have to send a unsupported operation exception. Same thing goes for the order combo service too. Now what we are seeing here, that writing a generic interface for all these three clients, putting these three clients into a bad phase where they have to write methods which they are not supporting. So what is the bad thing in this? The bad thing, or we can say the unwanted thing, is like the teams which is not interested for these two methods, they again have to maintain or write some code for the methods in which they are not interested. This is clearly violating the interface segregation principle. Now, how we can change this interface so that it will be applicable or it will be compatible with the interface segregation principle. So let me change this interface in such a way that it will be compatible with the interface segregation principle. So what we can do, we can create three interfaces which will be applicable for these three teams, and they have to implement just their own method. So let me do that. So instead of a generic order service, what we can do is we can create a service for burger order service only. So what I am doing is I am creating an interface only for the burger order service, and in this So what I have done is I have created a burger order service interface which will be given only for the burger order service team, and in this order fries and order combo will not be applicable. So similarly we can have again one more interface, or basically two more interface, one for the fries and one for the combo. So here I can create a fries interface, and in this I can keep the fries method. So this will have only this fries method. Similarly, I can have an interface for combo team also. So let me create that combo service interface, and in this I can have this combo method. So what we are seeing here, that for three different clients we have three different interface, or we can say this interface is totally specific to clients and it is not a generic interface. So what we can do is now this fries order service has to implement fries interface, and then in this case he don't have to implement this burger order method and this too. So he don't have to maintain the dummy code also. Similar goes for the combo order also. Instead of this order service, it has to create a combo service interface, and then it has to just implement combo method. If you go here and then go the burger order service, it has to implement only the burger order method and not the order fries and combo method. So this name is now let me see what the name I gave. Burger order is correct. Burger order interface. So what we can do here, we can go and create that burger order interface. Yeah, so now there is no error. So what you can see here is there is three interface for three different clients, and that is the correct way or solid principle way to create interfaces. If you are creating an interface with different or unwanted methods, that interface is called a fatty interface. Thank you for watching this video. If you have liked this video, please subscribe my channel. If you have any doubt, write it in comment. I will try to answer it. Have a great day. Bye.